Welcome to Classical Pilates Fusion. We're going to start off this morning with some meditation and some mindfulness, connecting with our breath. So let's close our eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale. Creating some calm, some good energy. Let's take another deep breath in and let it all go. Our breath is something we can connect with in times of joy, in times of stress, creating some calm and creating a bit of control. I want you to close your eyes, and I'm going to lead you through some intentional meditation, just starting off the class this morning for a brief time. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. Continuing connecting with your breath, thinking of a positive intention this morning, such as gratitude, a clear short-term goal of why we are meditating, and the focus of our meditation this morning, perhaps being more peace, less noise, more kindness, less spite. With your eyes closed or maybe halfway open, settling into a comfortable position, continuing to connect with your breath, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Letting my voice guide you and your awareness as you relax. Feeling a sense of harmony and gratitude this morning. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in. Perhaps another little sip and exhaling. Alrighty, you can open up your eyes. We're going to start this morning with our relaxation pose, which is called baby back bend. And it's a great pose to go into anytime this morning and keep in your back pocket. If something makes your body angry or is not for you, this is your go-to. So let's come down, let's extend our legs long and come down one vertebrae at a time. And we are on our back. Let's bring our knees to our chest and grabbing them with our arms to our chest, giving ourselves a nice big hug. Starting off the morning, thinking of some good energy, a sense of calm, and creating happy backs this morning. Let's take another deep breath in and exhaling. And then we're going to grab our big toes and just coming into happy baby, rocking our backs out. Continuing with our breath. And I'm sorry, I have a little puppy misbehaving. Continuing with our breath, and I'll be right back. Dakota, no. Alrighty. So we're going to come now into some bridge work. Let's bring our feet to our seat. Feet are flat on the mat, and we're going to roll those shoulder blades back so our chest is open, our scapula, our shoulder blades engage the mat. Belly is in nice and tight, arms are long and strong, And we're going to take up our lower back, middle back, upper back, holding those glutes nice and tight. Feeling ever so strong this morning. And then we're going to do a pelvic tilt to the right with our hips, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Meet me in the middle. And we're going to slowly peel that back all the way back down to the mat. And let's reconnect our back again, rolling the shoulder blades back. Tummy is in nice and tight. Arms are long and strong, and we're going to bring our back all the way up to the ceiling. And we're pausing and just creating some resistance. Glutes are in nice and tight. Bring that pelvis again to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Coming center, waking up that spine. Let's peel that back gently all the way back down to the mat. Rolling the shoulder blades back again. And we're lifting that spine all the way up again. Shooting that right leg towards the ceiling. And foot is pointed. Let's add in a little footwork this morning. We're going to flex the foot, point it, flex it, point it, flex it, point it. And now we're going to do a little daydream, pretending we have a 50-pound weight on that leg, a little isometrics. And keeping the hips elevated, we're going to slowly bring that foot down to meet the opposite knee. And then bringing it all the way back up, like we're painting stripes on a wall. Getting a little stronger than yesterday, feeling that sense of calm that we're creating on our mat this morning. Now let's slowly and very gently bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. Foot is landing flat on the floor, and we're going to bring that back all the way back down. Reconnecting those shoulder blades, rolling the shoulder blades back, pulling the belly in, and bringing that back all the way up again off the mat. Switching, extending the left leg long, foot is pointed. Let's flex it, point it, flex it, point it, flex it, point it. And now we're going to work on the left leg. Again, painting stripes on the wall, slowly bringing it down like there's a 50-pound weight on it to match the opposite knee, and then bringing it all the way up again. Alrighty, we're going to go for 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, done. One and done. Let's bring those knees to the chest. Giving ourselves that nice big hug, rolling out the spine. Getting that back a little bit more limber. Let's grab those big toes, coming into happy baby. All right, let's shoot the legs long, and we're going to reconnect the back to the mat. So let's roll the shoulder blades back. Joseph Pilates used to say, let's crack the walnut. This is so good for your posture, opening up that chest. Belly is engaged and arms are long and strong. I'm going to move on now to a one leg circle. Working on that right leg, foot is pointed, and we're going to do a big circle coming around and pausing up the top. If you want something a little more gentle, you can certainly do a small circle, maybe the size of a basketball. So you have two choices, and you can always go into baby back roll at any point too. So this is a nice gentle hip opener. And now let's pause in the center, and we're going to reverse that circle. Five more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pausing in the center, and let's slowly bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. Let's roll those shoulder blades back again. Belly is engaged, shooting up that left leg. Foot is pointed, and we're going to work on our one leg circles on that left leg. Circling around, pausing up at the top. I'm choosing to do the bigger ones, but you can certainly do a small basketball, circle. Always have some choices in classical Pilates. And then we're going to reverse that leg. Maybe do 10 more. Slowly bringing that leg all the way back down. So we're going to go into some gentle inversions now. And again, I think everyone should give it a try. If it's not for you, you can always go back into the relaxation pose, baby back bend. We're just going to bring our hips up into the air, bringing those feet pointed towards the center, and then opening them to a scissors move. Now we're going to move on to a fun bike ride. It's a beautiful day, sun is out, gentle breeze. Having a nice little daydream, creating some good energy this morning. Now let's reverse it. Reversing that bike ride. Someone dropped their hat. Alrighty, got the hat. We're going to move forward again. Alright, let's bring those feet pointed center and slowly coming all the way back down. And we're going to move into scissors on the floor. So if your neck feels great, let's bring the shoulder blades off the mat. If not, you can leave your neck on the mat. I'm shooting my right leg long, foot is pointed. Opposite leg is a few inches above the floor, also engaged. And I'm going to bring my right knee towards my right nose. Very gentle stretch at my own level, and then switch it. Alrighty, let's bring those knees to our chest. Give yourself that nice big hug. Let's check our flexibility, coming to happy baby, grabbing those big toes. Probably starting to feel a little lighter, a little stretched out. Alrighty. So I do know some medical oncologists say it's perfectly fine to have a glass of red wine, just one, with a lovely meal. This exercise is called corkscrew. I'm going to bring my feet towards the ceiling and they're pointed. And of course I'm maintaining that back connection. I'm rolling my shoulder blades back, connecting to the mat. And arms are long and strong, and I'm just going to bring my feet in a little circle, a little corkscrew. So you can certainly try to do a small one. If you want a little more challenge, we can do a big circle with our feet, pausing in the center, and then reversing it. You can alternate. You can do a few small corkscrews. And then maybe a bigger one. All right, let's do 5 more. And then bring those knees to your chest, rolling out your back. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and letting it all go. Alrighty, we're going to move on to one leg pull. Again, if your neck feels fine, bring those shoulder blades off the mat. I'm going to bring my left leg long, and it is a few inches, maybe a foot above the floor. Right knee is coming towards my nose. I'm going to do a gentle pull, pull, and then switch it. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. Switch it. Pull, pull. as you're probably guessing, yes, we are working on our core and our back, full body workout, working against our own body weight, nice low impact. All right, ladies, let's take a little break and move on to some other things. We are going to come up to a standing position, and we're going to work on a little balance this morning. If you are new to balance, or if you're feeling maybe a little unsafe, you can certainly grab onto like a dresser or a chair during this balance exercise. So we're just going to start off right now rolling our shoulder blades back, opening that chest, a little gentle shoulder shrugs, reversing that. To bring the arms out to a T, some gentle circles, and reversing it. Now we're going to move on to that balance work, and actually might be easier on a bare floor versus mat. So we're going to start off bringing that right knee up, hands coming into prayer position. Opposite leg is almost like a tree trunk, really engaged, super strong. Let's slowly bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. This is a great one you can practice maybe when you're brushing your teeth. Let's roll the shoulder blades back, belly is in. Let's create some like stiffness on that right leg, that it's super engaged, sinking in to your mat, and bringing the opposite leg up. Hands are into prayer position, working on our balance. Bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. Now I call this my sanctuary pose. Let's elongate the legs almost to the width of the mat. Arms come up like soccer goal post arms. Belly is in, and we're going to hinge down a little bit. And then let's bring up our heels off the mat. Little footwork. Okay, let's pause. Maybe you can hinge down a little lower. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And now we're going to actually do one of the exercise snacks that I've been talking about. Gently coming out of this, something I'm endorsing. So when we get our snacks during the day, maybe we grab our apple or our yogurt, and maybe we're not even having the time to work out that day, just working on balance and maintenance. Our exercise snack today is a chair wall pose. So I am just going to come to my wall here, and I'm going to roll my shoulder blades back, and my feet are like a foot distance off the wall. Arms are coming forward, and I'm sliding down on the wall. And I actually know some small businesses have little chair wall contests with their employees, kind of to break up the day and plug in a little fitness. So just try to maybe start off, if you can hold it, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute would be fantastic. So you can plug this into your life whenever you want, once a day, a few times a day, maintaining some strength, getting stronger. So that is our exercise snack today, chair wall pose. let's come out of that. And we're going to come back to our mat. And let's just do a nice gentle stretch, bringing our arms all the way to the ceiling, taking a deep breath in. And exhaling, bringing our arms to prayer position to our chest. Taking another deep breath in. And exhaling. Bringing the arms all the way up one more time. Grabbing some beautiful energy coming to heart center. Taking another deep breath in. And letting it all go. We're going to come up again for the last time. Front forward fold. Just coming forward. Hinging down just to our tailbone and letting our arms hang. Stretching out that lumbar spine. And now we're just going to bring our hands into some small circles. And then reversing it. This is a fantastic back stretch. Perhaps if you're in a lot of appointments, or if you're on bed rest or on the computer a lot, and you just want to wake up that spine and feel that great energy. Let's move our hands into maybe a clock pendulum. And then we're going to slowly come up one vertebrae at a time to a standing position. Let's bring our hands to our waist and we're just going to wake up that neck a little bit. And then reversing it. All right, ladies, we are going to come down to our mat, working on some gentle yoga. Knees are on the mat, and our hands are going to be flat on the mat, and fingers are spread. Head hanging gently between those hands. And we're going to come arching our back up into a C curve into angry, happy cat. Let's take a deep breath in. Slowly bringing that back into a C curve towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, bringing your belly down the mat. Taking another deep breath in. Bringing the back all the way up again. And then exhaling. Let's bring it back all the way up again. Taking that deep breath in. And now we're going to come up on our feet into downward dog. And back should be nice and flat. And we're just going to bring up one foot at a time, walking out that dog. Stretching out those beautiful hamstrings. And then we're going to come into King Cobra now. So you can bring your belly down on the mat, would be a little more gentle, or you can just bring your chest forward, opening up, feeling ever so strong, and then coming all the way back up into downward dog, walking out those feet. Then we're going to come forward again into King Cobra, opening up that chest, and then coming all the way back up into downward dog, stretching out those feet. And then let's bring our knees down to the mat, and we're going to come into child's pose, bringing our forehead down to the mat, sitting on our seat and gently walking those fingers out and taking a deep breath in
Exhaling. Another deep breath in. And letting go down. Alrighty. We're going to come into our mermaid stretch now. It's one of my favorite, sitting up on our side. It's an oblique stretch. So we're going to bring our left hand to our left ankle. Right arm comes up to right ear. And perhaps we can just do a little bit of gentle pull towards the ceiling. And I'm going to actually close my eyes because I have a sunny room. Taking a deep breath in. And then exhaling and bringing that arm into a rainbow stretch. Take another deep breath in, bringing that arm all the way up. So you're going to feel a gentle pull right here from your obliques. It should feel very nice. Let's take another deep breath in. And exhaling. Coming way out of that. Last time, make it your best, ladies. Let's just grab a little deeper pull that feels safe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Alrighty. So we are going to flip onto the opposite side. So now I have my right hand to my right ankle. And I'm bringing my left arm up to left ear. And I'm taking a deep breath in. And then slowly coming into that rainbow stretch and exhaling. Bringing the arm gently back up. Taking a deep breath in. And exhaling. This is one of my favorites, bringing the arm all the way back up again. Pulling a little deeper. And exhaling. All right, ladies, we are going to move on to an exercise called pigeon. Again, another great hip opener. I'm bringing my left leg long and my right knee forward. I think that's a better view. So this may feel like a great stretch, and you can certainly stay here. If you want to go a little deeper, you can stack your hands, bringing them down to the mat, forehead down on top of the hands, and just breathing into the stretch. Connecting with your breath, creating some mindfulness. Let's take another deep breath in. And exhaling. Alrighty, let's bring the opposite leg forward. So left knee is now forward, right leg is long. Again, you can stay here. If you want to go a little deeper, you can stack those hands, bringing them all the way back down to the mat, breathing into the stretch. Take that deep breath in and exhaling. Deep breath in. Just going to pause a second, enjoying the stretch. Another deep breath in. Exhaling. Slowly coming all the way up. Ladies, I have a special treat for you. I'm sure we have some people that like to dance. This is a cute dance move called can-can. So I'm holding myself up, my arms are behind me, and my toes are on the mat, my big toes, and let's do this together. We're gonna bring the knees to the right, to the left, to the right again, and then shoot those legs long. Bellies are in nice and tight, kind of like a rocket for a day. Alrighty, let's bring those legs forward, meet me in the middle, and now we're gonna bring our knees to the left, to the right, to the left again, and shoot them long. Coming center. We're gonna do that one more time. It's called can-can. Alrighty, knees to the right, to the left, to the right again, and shoot them long. Coming center, knees to the left, to the right, to the left again, and shoot them out long. Coming back center. So our challenge today, if you'd like to try it, is called teaser. It's classical Pilates move. And remember, if it's not for you, you can always go into baby back bend, lying on your back, bringing your knees to your chest. So teaser, one of the easier ways to teach it is to just shoot those legs long and arms, holding that balance. You can add a little circles to it, reversing them. You can do a little footwork, bring your feet up and down. It's pretty hard. You might be shaking a little bit, would be normal. All right, let's drop it and let's spread our legs. Let's lengthen our legs, maybe almost 3/4 the width of the mat, and just do a spine stretch forward. And sitting up nice and tall. The other way to do teaser, a little bit more challenging, and just want to teach you guys, you girls, both ways, obviously. So laying all the way back down on the floor, engaging your glutes and your abs are crazy big, strong muscles. And I'm going to bring up my arms and legs together off the mat, holding it. I'll back up a little bit. And then bringing it all the way back down. You might need a little sip of water. I've been doing some new challenges. Alrighty, we're gonna do an exercise now called spine stretch forward. And we're gonna pretend we have a big beach ball in front of us, like the kind, like a yoga ball, big one. So this is not a ballet stretch, this is a body stretch. Feet are flexed and they are the width of the mat. And I'm just going to stretch forward over that big beach ball. And then coming up nice and tall, rolling back your shoulders, pressing your hips into the mat, trying to elongate your spine. And let's come all the way forward again. So we're doing a two-way Pilates stretch, stretching that tailbone out the opposite way. And then sitting all the way up, trying to elongate the spine, growing taller, rolling the shoulder blades back. We're gonna do this one more time, make it your best. Coming all the way forward. And sitting up all the way nice and tall, rolling the shoulder blades back. We're gonna move on to some leg work, ladies. So let's get into our Pilates banana pose. So we are long on our mat and feet are coming forward, just like a little banana. Belly is in, and we're gonna do some leg lifts forward and back. feet together and foot is pointed, and we're going to do some leg lifts up and down. So leg is coming all the way up, foot is pointed, and then we're moving it to a flexed position and then bringing it all the way back down. And now we're going to bring this working leg into some circles, pausing up the top, circling around. So that's a big circle. Again, you can always do a small, maybe basketball size circle with that leg, another hip opener, or you can try the big one, gently coming down, brushing that opposite foot. Now we're going to reverse that circle. And now let's bring this working leg all the way forward, gently pressing up the knee, maybe an inch, bringing the foot towards the opposite foot. And now we're just going to do some inner thigh work, bringing up the leg that was on the mat. And then we can bring this foot into some small circles, like a tennis ball size, and reverse it. Alrighty, we're going to go on that opposite side of the mat. So we are lying on the mat, feet come forward, and we're just working on those leg lifts again. Foot is pointed. And then let's bring that foot to match the opposite one, and we're going to do our leg lifts up and down. Foot is remaining pointed, coming up, and then flexing it, coming all the way back down. All right, girls, we're going to bring this leg into that circle now, and you can be doing a big circle or a little basketball, up to you. Always some choices. If you're doing a big one, pause up the top, circle around, brushing the opposite foot. And now we're going to reverse that circle. And now let's bring that working leg forward, and we're going to bring that foot towards the opposite foot. Press the knee up maybe an inch and just work on some inner thigh work, bringing that leg up and down, and then bring it into some small circles, and then reversing it. And we're going to be ending this class in a few minutes with some meditation. So ladies, you can choose to get into a comfortable pose, whether you are sitting up, legs in crisscross applesauce, or you can lay down on your back. I want you to close your eyes and focus on a perfect day, creating some calm, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Connecting with our breath. Another deep breath in and letting it all go. Your perfect day can be maybe you're having a cup of your favorite tea, perhaps something simple just like that. Sunny day, the wind is blowing, or maybe even you're up in the mountains or near a beautiful beach or with a close friend. Let's just lock into that goodness right now, connecting with your breath, taking that big, deep inhale, and then letting it go.
My voice is going to lead you through a meditation. Meditation can be a means of transforming your mind with practicing techniques that encourage and develop concentration, clarity, emotional positivity, and calm. There are many things in life that are beyond our control. However, it is possible to take charge of our own state of mind. Practicing meditation can help cultivate new habits, including more positive ways of being, while quieting the mind and having the goal to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions without getting stuck. Meditation can be a vital way to purify, quiet the mind, thus rejuvenating the body. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. Slowly opening your eyes. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed Pilates Fusion. I wish you a beautiful day. Happy backs, good energy, and a sense of calm. And thank you so much for participating this morning.